7-part limited original Starz series, Mary and George, tells the unbelievably true story of Mary Villiers, who molded her beautiful and charismatic son George to seduce King James I. As a result, they became one of the richest, most titled and influential mother and son partnerships the English court had ever seen, as well as the king's most trusted advisors. Take a look.
I have the power, I have the king, I have England.
What could possibly stop us now?
Do be careful.
And joining us now is actor Nicholas Galitzine. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's start right with this idea of this seductive historical series that you do, stepping into the shoes of such an influential character of England. How do you even begin to tackle that?
Well, I think a large amount of it is looking at the history books. You know, there's this wonderful book, The King's Assassin, which our show is based on, and you know, from there it's all in the script. We had a wonderful script written by D.C. Moore, who, you know, tells the story of this very interesting mother and son duo. And
the mother, obviously played by Julianne Moore, is such a complex, rich dynamic. How did you all go about really kind of establishing that rapport that you all had?
I mean, it was a pretty crazy pre-production. I mean, I think we only had about a week, and we were into filming for 6 months. And I think, you know, a lot of that chemistry was kind of created on set. You know, Julie is such a seasoned vet, and it just was so easy working with her.
And also equally as curious about the dynamic between you and King George, and how it evolves over time, that relationship that ultimately has your character being described as this LGBTQ icon.
Yeah, and you know, it's something that had been eradicated from a lot of history books, but, you know, seeing the evidence, seeing the letters that were between them, and how George was able to manipulate the king to accrue all of this power and this wealth for his family, I mean, it was truly something to behold.
You're also starring in the upcoming romantic comedy, same name as the book, The Idea of You. Want to take a quick look at that?
How did you guys meet? We need to know the story.
We met at Coachella. Hi.
Hi.
This is your trailer?
Yeah, I'm in the band. We're performing on the main stage.
August Moon?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have remarkable chemistry. Let's start there, because it's really va-va-voom.
Yeah, it was a very strange day in New York when I had my chemistry test with Annie, but it was remarkable, and I think we felt an immediate sort of spark and simpatico with each other, and I'm so grateful that she was my partner for this, because I think, you know, the movie's principal theme is about the chemistry between these two people.
What is a chemistry test?
Well, so it's like an audition, and it's usually the last round of a project, and, you know, there's usually one actor who's already been cast. Obviously, in this case, it was Annie, but she read with a bunch of different actors, and it was about finding, you know, who she had the most chemistry with, and that turned out to be me. And
so, did you and Anne Hathaway have any kind of interaction or anything beforehand?
No, and you know, this was so daunting, because you're going in there and you're doing multiple scenes where you have to be very intimate with each other. You know, I had to prepare a song to sing to her, and I had to bring a song that I had to convince her to dance to with me, which is very intimidating, but she's such an open, wonderful person. It was a lot of fun.
Obviously, you play a number of roles, but what I think is so appealing, really, about you and your prowess as an actor is you're so versatile. Do you have a preference for, or do you like the idea of being able to step into anyone's role?
Yeah, totally. I think, you know, it's the most creatively nourishing when you can keep surprising people and surprising yourself. And, you know, regardless of genre, I think as long as the character is nuanced and has depth to them, and you feel like you can do something original with it, then it's appealing to me.
Nicholas Galitzine, we thank you so much for coming by. Want to let our viewers know the Starz original limited series Mary and George will premiere on April 5th, and the new romantic comedy film The Idea of You will be available to stream globally on Prime Video beginning May 2nd.